Welcome to the Kate Molland channel. My podcast is now in progress. Let's tune in.
Okay, Jay, what's your question for today?
Online dating is the topic, and as far as the research goes, and you can tell me how true this is, that women, for the most part, when they go on Tinder or Bumble or any of these dating sites, that they reject 85% of the men based on the profile and the photo alone. They do not find them attractive. Do you agree or disagree with those statistics?
I'm surprised it's so low.
When you say so low, you mean, are you telling me that 85% rejection, it should be more like a 90% rejection?
Well, I'm speaking from personal experience, because if you remember last year, we did an experiment where I created an online profile and I went through the process of looking to see what is out there online.
Okay, I remember.
There was a lot. I went through a lot of profiles that I was not interested in.
Now, was it the profile or the photo?
Both.
Both. Was it more so the photo or the profile? Maybe you look at photos first.
Photos turned me, there were a lot of photos that turned me off. And
instantly, and you would say it was more than 85%?
Yeah.
Okay, because we're talking about that site where you swipe, you know?
Yeah, and I've never been on Tinder.
I see.
But out of the other ones, yeah, you swipe one direction or you swipe a different direction, or you heart them, or you just message them outright. And I found myself concerned about a lot of the photos.
All right, now here's the question I want to ask you.
Okay.
Do men like being rejected like that on the internet?
No.
Of course they don't.
Nobody likes being rejected in any capacity.
Okay, so since men do not like being rejected, do you think men know they're being rejected?
No, I think they're kind of blind to it unless they liked that person and then they don't match. Because a lot of times you have to match with the person in order to communicate with them.
Well, okay, but I mean, I would assume they would know they're being rejected because they're not getting any dates. So it's kind of a silly
They're
question.
not getting any matches, yeah.
Right. You're not getting any matches, not getting any interest.
Yeah.
Nobody's pinging you. No one is responding, I like you. I'd like to get to know you better. There's no winks, whatever the case may be.
All of the different things that these sites provide.
So the bottom line is men are being rejected.
Constantly.
And men, as you say, do not like that rejection.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Now, what are men doing about it? What do you think men are doing to take revenge out on women who are rejecting them? That's the question.
What are men doing to take revenge out on the women who are rejecting them?
Or how are they taking revenge? How are they responding negatively? Because remember, when someone is rejected, that is negative. You acknowledge, and I acknowledge that men do not like being rejected. However, they are being rejected, and especially if you're looking at 85 to 95% of the men being rejected, that doesn't make them feel good. Now, let's talk about how you think men should feel when they're rejected, whether they're rejected online or whether they're rejected, their advances are rejected at a club or their advances are rejected at a coffee shop. How should men respond to that rejection? After they express interest in a female in some soft way and the woman rejects them, how should the man respond?
Goodness, I would hope a man could be gracious in that rejection. I mean, I certainly don't want anybody causing any problems, and I would hope that women could be kind. But sometimes it's hard depending on how aggressively somebody approaches, and maybe you're not interested in talking to anybody on that particular day or outing.
Okay, because I remember one time my daughter was telling me she was out with some friends, and they had gone to a bar where they knew the owners and they knew the DJs, and they were just having a good time.
Yeah.
And of course, when you have three attractive girls sitting at a table, men are going to visit that table and make advances and so forth. Now, one girl would make it clear, I already have a boyfriend, so I'm not wasting any time. The other girl would say, I have a boyfriend. Now, there's one girl that they now know is single. So one guy would continue to talk to her, and she would engage, and he would talk. And then she would just say, you know what, I'm done talking. I do not want to talk anymore. I did not come here to meet you. I'm here with my girlfriends, and I'm just so done. Please go away.